Hi guys, thanks for watching. Sorry, I've got kind of hay fever at the moment, so if I look a bit weird. um, so today's video, I want to talk a little bit about a few things. All right, I'm going to be talking about my training, my plans, my purposes, what's going to happen in the next days and weeks, because I'm off to Europe on Thursday. I'm flying out. I'm starting out in Helsinki, then I'm moving on to I'm going to Gothenburg, which is in Sweden. Got an event there with my leaders, Scandinavian team. And then on Sunday, I'm flying to London. And then I'm going to be with my mum for the week, which is great. My mum is based in the Cotswolds in the UK. It's a stunning part of the world. I love it. And I've got a B&B. My mum's in a nursing home. She's frail. My father passed away, unfortunately, a couple of years ago, and so I want to spend some time with my mum, and that's going to be lovely. So I'm going to be busy. All right. The other thing I want to talk about is also I'm going to be talking about a bit about LeadsLeap, because I just got off a training, which is fantastic. Really enjoy doing that, and talking about my purposes there and how I want to provide value, how I want to help. And also get some feedback from you guys. So I want to sort of put it out to you, give me some comments, or if you'd rather, not comment publicly, you can talk to me anytime, because I'd love to know your feedback. Now, obviously I'm going to be busy for the next few weeks, but there is a chance that I might be able to do some live trainings like I've been doing, because, I've started up a Facebook group that gives a full-blown training, ongoing training. We started the training towards the end of last week, and we did our first live training on Saturday night, my time. All right, and then did the second training. Just got off it now. Just finished that. So, I just want to be at service. I want to be of help. But if it's not needed, that's fine. But this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time, is just to provide some help in areas that people struggle with. And a lot of people have said to me, I'd love to know how to do that, or I'd love to know how to do this. Now, but I don't want to make it too technical. So that's why I've never really launched in and done these trainings, because I worry that it might be technical. But on the other hand, since we are in business, there is a lot of things, a lot of areas that people are willing to get out of their comfort zone and learn. So I want to be there to help wherever I can. So, guys, help me so that I can provide the right kind of training for you guys as to what it is you need, so I can support you. So let me just share my screen here. So here I am the back office of LeadsLeap. Now I like LeadsLeap, and this is kind of what I said in my previous or my recent Zoom call last Saturday. Why do I like LeadsLeap? I literally, guys, I've tried pretty much every page builder system, funnel creator, autoresponder, marketing tool, or whatever, and I've landed on LeadsLeap in several years ago, thinking this is really the one for me. This is it. And I don't, when I go around these various tools, and I've tried Power Lead System for many years. I thought it was good, but there was some real issues. There was a lot of technical issues, and it was some kind of buggy and clunky and outdated, and people really needed to figure out code and HTML and stuff. Although the share code system was good, all right, but if you wanted to do your own stuff, it was hard. And then I tried Builderall, and that was very overwhelming. Too much stuff in there. I've even done ClickFunnels. It was very expensive, really. Good system, obviously, and great training and fantastic stuff that you get from Russell Brunson in terms of training. But for me, in my space, where I'm particularly working with a team, I'm looking after downline. I needed something more kind of flexible, a little bit easier to use, giving people an entry point which was free, and not just free like some tools just claim to be free, but they're actually not. I mean, I tried GrooveFunnels, and there was a sort of, I don't know, they might have changed it now, but there was a so-called free thing, but it had kind of like I don't know. It didn't have a whole lot of value for the free user. Now I'm not into freebie. If people want to be serious and get serious about their business, absolutely they need to pay for stuff. It's just the way it is. But it's nice for people to come on board and see what they can use and how they can use this and compare it with other things and see if they want to use it and continue using it. So by providing a lot of free value here, which is what LeadsLeap gives. And if you decide you want to continue to use it and remain as a free member, that's fine. But even the upgrade is very, very affordable. And there's hardly anything out there in terms of what you get here that's as cheap as what you get here, as even for the upgrade. And it's just simple, And I also needed, because I'm a network marketer and I have a big team, I need something that was duplicatable. What do I mean by that? It means, if I'm going to be creating a whole lot of stuff like pages, funnels, lead capture pages, landing pages, pop-up, really nice, cool pop-up things that, when you're trying to potentially leave your browser, you've probably seen those pop-ups that come up. They look pretty cool. There's a pop-up creator here. There's so many things, and they all come with a kind of a share code system. So whenever I create stuff, I can bundle it up into a funnel and give out one share code and boom, you've got it all. Or I can just bundle up individual pages and share those individual pages out as share codes. And even free members can get those share codes. And even free members can build the entire funnel, including an email responder. Now, you won't get the follow-up series as a free member. If you want to have automation there with all the follow-up series, you'd have to pay the upgrade, which is, I don't know, the price seems to vary a little bit. It can vary like $26 a month, or over $30 a month, or it can be lower. It just depends. There are deals, like every system. You get it for a certain price, or whatever. I don't know. I got it for a good price myself, but I've never been a free member, to be honest. I came in many years ago and I immediately upgraded because it was so affordable. But anyway, when I create stuff for my team, if I've joined a company, or I've got a set of full, multiple streams of income, or I've got a set of resources or traffic tools or whatever, anything that I'm promoting, and I put it into a funnel, I can create that funnel and design it myself for the team, and then share it with the team with a share code. They just copy the share code and boom, the entire funnel or the share codes, the pages are in their account. It's theirs. And if they're in another company and they're not in the same business as me, but they just want the template because it looks cool, they can grab the share code, add it to their account, edit it, tweak it, change the text, change the video, make it work for their company, and then grab the share code of that page, because by importing it into their account, it becomes their page. Then they can grab the share code of their own page that they've tweaked. All right, the variation of what I originally created becomes theirs, and they create a variant of that, and then they can share that with their team. So there's a serious viral aspect. At the end of the day, I mean, if they're in my team, I don't care what company they're in. I'm still going to make money because they came on board with me. I can rest assured and put my mind at rest that I'm giving out good value here. So I don't mind taking a commission out of my team. Okay, this is the industry we're in, guys. We make money. All right. There's anyone who's in this industry. If you're in this industry, we're in the same game. All right. We're making money here. All right. That's how we make our money. I'm going to be potentially making money out of you guys. But there's one thing for sure. I'm not going to take any money from you if I don't believe you're getting value. All right. But that's why I love this network marketing spaces, because I don't have to create these products. I don't have to be the support. I don't have to take your money from you directly. Not that that would matter, but I just don't want to have the headache of managing the products or the customer support or setting up the product side. All right, I've tried that in the past. It's a nightmare. Okay, so Kenneth here, who's the admin and the founder and CEO, and he's the guy. He does everything. He's the guy who replies to you in the support. He's the guy that does the updates when a new feature is being added. He's the guy who programmed it. He's the guy who uses every tool right in this system, so he knows everything that there is here. So when you send a message to support, it's Kenneth that replies. So that's what I love about this. You know, I've been involved in platforms where, you know, the support has absolutely no clue, you know, and you don't get a satisfactory answer because they don't even have access to your account. You know, they don't even know your issue. You have to be so descriptive, and even then, they have to pass you on to someone else or whatever. But Kenneth, he can look straight into your account. He can see exactly what you've done. You know, I myself have even had issues with my system, such as, you know, the way my HTML in my template wasn't lined correctly or whatever, and I didn't even get in touch with the support about it. I just left it. And I was a bit, I was a bit confused about it. But that was when I was a newbie in this system. And Kenneth reached out to me and said, by the way, I noticed you are trying to use this tool, blah, blah, blah. You know, I've updated it for you. It now looks really good. Carry on, you know. And I didn't even reach out to support for that. And I was just so blown away. There's been a few times where Kenneth has been helping me out. All right. You know, there was an issue with my mailing list and the way I'd try to import some code to make it look really cool. Obviously, I didn't need to do that. There was already built-in templates, so I didn't need to do that. But I just wanted to make something look really cool, and the design didn't look quite right. And he helped me out with that. I'm not saying that you should get in touch with him about everything because he must be busy. That's why I don't always bang on about stuff, because I want to feel like I'm part of a great system here that I absolutely love, and I have every kind of love for this whole system. I just love what Kenneth is doing. But anyway, the reason why I'm so passionate about this at the moment, I've always been passionate, but the reason why I'm putting out this video is because Kenneth reached out to me yesterday, and he said, because I was probably one of the most excited about the new feature that was added into LeadsLeap, into the system, which was the PDF link rebrander tool. And Kenneth had put this system in there. Now, for those of you who don't know what I mean, all right, here's an example, okay? So, and here's another example, okay? And here's another, well, hold a minute. Here's another example down here. Now, I'm going to explain what this is, okay? So some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a PDF link rebrander. Now, imagine that you've created a PDF report. Why would you want to do something like that? Well, you're giving out free value. Okay, why is this cool? It's cool because you can easily get a lot of leads. Not only do you get a lot of leads, you get a lot of people who are going to trust you. That is the hardest thing. It's easy, guys. It's easy to get eyeballs onto your pages. Most people are able to do that. But the hard part is getting them to convert. And it's also easy to get opt-ins. You know, it's so easy. It's always been easy to get people to opt into your mailing list. It's not a difficult thing. I see a lot of people in my downline. They're getting people into their mailing list. They're generating leads. It's really the next step, taking them further, you know, through the funnel process, taking them, continuing them on. It's all about building that know, like, and trust. And you can only do that by providing value. Too many people in this industry are just thrusting their link, and they've got their ad cap on. You know, they're trying to advertise. They're trying to. It's like Aesop fables. You know, with the story about the wind versus the sun, where you have the traveler walking along, and the wind and the sun were planning on having a little contest and say, okay, who can be the first person to take that traveler's coat off? All right, so the wind went first and then blew and blew and blew to try and get the person to take their coat off. The traveler just pulled the coat tighter and tighter around his body, and it wasn't gonna take the coat off. And eventually the wind just gave up, and then it was the sun's turn. The sun just shone gently, warming the traveler, and the traveler just sat down, took a rest, took off the coat effortlessly, no worries, and what a pleasant day, lovely. That's exactly what we're talking about here. The funnel process, by providing value, is what's going to help people to nurture them and to take action. Even if you're in the network marketing space. So if you're thrusting them a link and forcing them to try and get them to take action, join this, join that, blah, 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 and you've got the hundreds of multiple streams of income, and they're getting overwhelmed, and they end up becoming really kind of opposing to your offer, and then they just unsubscribe and they're not interested. In fact, they'll probably block you and just ignore you or whatever. But if you're continuously providing value and nurturing them, and make it all work together, make the whole funnel just work as a package. Make it the whole funnel a kind of a whole point. It's okay to have multiple streams of income, but if they don't really marry up together, it just makes it overwhelming. But there's nothing wrong with giving out a bunch of offers gradually through the funnel process. But guys, sorry if I sounded like I was getting off on a tangent here, but with a lead magnet like this, and you're giving free value, you are building that initial relationship, getting them on in the inside, and just not making it all about a kind of like, a business opportunity that they have to sort of part with money and join you and become your downline or whatever. That's going to take time. But in the meantime, there are things you can just give out. You can understand people's pain points. What are the struggles in this industry? I mean, for me, I've always kind of figured out how I could help people to build a team, because I've understood that that's probably one of the hardest parts about this industry is people are struggling to build a team. I mean, particularly about this particular lead magnet here, how to build a team, how to generate leads, and then offering a solution to that pain point, giving out a promise for free so that they can solve that problem. Why is this so powerful? Because people are probably already focused on another business opportunity. They're not currently looking at another business opportunity. And since they don't even know you yet, they're not going to suddenly think, oh, crikey, I'm going to jump on this new business opportunity. But if they're focused on whatever they're doing currently, they're not going to do that. But if you provide them with some value that will help them in their current business opportunity and that will support them, then they're more likely to it's like the traveler in the Aesop fable, the wind and the sun. The way the sun just gently shines and gives them what they want, and supports them. Okay, so they're willing to just take off their coat and say, okay. So that's what we're really doing here. That's just an example. So I've got that, but I've also got a few other things. Now, what makes it even more powerful is not only giving them free download, but also allowing them to actually put their username for this particular tool that allows them to rebrand it. So, they come across this free tool. They come across this free download. They download it. They get a lot of value out of it. Then they realize, wow, I can even rebrand this and make it my own. I can, so that my links get added into this entire report, right on the fly. So all I have to do is put my LiveGood username and click download. But I'm not in LiveGood yet. Oh, okay. So if I just join LiveGood, then I can put my username and download it, and then I own my own system. Okay, well, I better check out LiveGood to see if it's a good fit for me. So they then are kind of like pushed and urged into joining LiveGood to give it some thought. But at least they've already gotten that value because they wanted to learn more about the 10-minute smoothie hacks featuring the LiveGood products, and on every single page of this download. There's a link that goes to that product page. So for example, we've got like protein and oatmeal morning breakfast as a one particular recipe, an example. And then underneath the recipe, they've got the link that goes to so they can buy the protein powder. But because you put the LiveGood username in there and click download, your username is added to that URL. So when the reader comes and checks out from your download and they click on that link, they're going to go to your LiveGood page and potentially purchase that product. And all the pages, I mean, they've got the green smoothie hack, which features the super greens in there, and you've got the you got a bunch of other things, the pre-gym workout hack, so that's pretty cool. So all the recipes in there feature a product or a couple of products. We've got the coffee and we've got one kind of coffee protein smoothie. That's really good. It's really delicious, and it features the LiveGood coffee, the organic coffee with mushrooms, but it's also got the vanilla plant-based protein in there as well, so that then they can click on both of those links and they can go to either the coffee to purchase the coffee, and then they can click on the protein powder, click on the protein. But it's their link that gets advertised in their in their PDF. If they put their username in there, click download, then they can share their own download out however they want to do it, by putting into a funnel or sharing it out via email or putting on social media. It's really up to them. So I've got another one here. LiveGood Coffee Essentials, everything featuring the LiveGood Coffee. It's also got, you know, the LiveGood protein a little bit in there, but it's mostly around the coffee, you know, giving it kind of a nice morning power bulletproof coffee, for example. It's got a nice afternoon pick-me-up energy type coffee. It's got a latte style, you know, it's got a lot of different things. So and then you can brand that, and I'm going to be bringing out more books as well. All right, so but I've also got this one where they can download, and you can actually add more branding features. So this one is more for marketers, this particular one. So they put their Facebook so that people can get in touch with them, put their LeadsLeap link so that people can learn about LeadsLeap, and they get a commission if they upgrade. Put my lead gen secrets user ID in there because we're promoting. It's a whole guide. So let me just show you quickly here, so you can put your various bits of information for the various platforms that you need to, that you're branding here. Multiple income funnel. So okay, that's the page. That's right. Yeah, and then the multiple income funnel. And then the LeadsLeap. Okay, so I've now branded it. Okay, and I click download. Okay, and then here is the download. Okay, and then this is it's a guide, you know. And then when they click here, it goes to my link, and then they go through the guide. Tells them about how to get set up with the multiple income funnel, and a link to join the multiple income funnel from you know on their link. Okay, it's all branded to the individual. And then it goes into other opportunities like my lead gen secret. Okay, generating leads. So it's a huge amount of value to teach them about lead generation, setting up funnels, getting on board with LeadsLeap, and you know, everything. It's all branded to you. So it's not too long. Okay, I'll put these links below anyway. But so anyway. The reason why I wanted to say all this is because Kenneth, the founder of LeadsLeap, all right, reached out to me, and he said to me, he said, I want to do a case study. He's gonna do a blog post. All right, so stay tuned for that. He's going to do a blog post, but it's going to feature my case study, okay? Because I'm very passionate about this. I mean, you can actually check out the initial blog when he announced this new tool. This was the blog. This is not the blog post I'm talking about, but this was the previous blog post just to announce this new feature called the PDF link rebrander. And this is just to announce that he brought this out. And then down here, obviously, I'm the first person that commented because I'm just so blown away, and people know that I'm doing this kind of stuff, and people know me, and I'm excited. A lot of people are excited. This is a huge feature. Because I used to use a tool that allowed me to do this, okay, to brand PDFs, and I've been doing this since 2015. But those tools were very complicated, difficult to use, and very pricey, really. So I gave up on those tools because there was one tool I was using, but then they upgraded the price and made it more expensive. So I just didn't do that. Forget it. But then all of a sudden, Kenneth brought out this system and built it into LeadsLeap, and I was amazed. I was absolutely blown away. Fantastic. So then, anyway, because I had set up a couple of branding tools with the new feature, Kenneth decided to reach out to me yesterday, and he said he was planning on doing a blog post to as a case study, and he wanted to use me as the case study. So stay tuned for that blog post, which is exciting. So anyway, if you've got any questions about all this, I'd love to help. But there's so many things you can do, all right, just to really up your game in this space. It's all about lead generation, because it's all relative, as I always say. If you're the network marketing space, if you're in affiliate marketing, if you're doing multiple streams of income, if you're focused solely on one single network marketing company and nothing else, I still recommend funnels. I really do, because it's still going to be a struggle for a lot of people if all they're doing is just to promote directly to their corporate page. All right, and I see that there are a lot of people who are leaders in a lot of network marketing companies who are still trying to teach those old school methods just, and they kind of frown upon platforms like LeadsLeap in some ways, because they think that it's all about just taking money out of, people's pocket. I'm sorry, guys, if you're that kind of person and you're frowning upon this, people have to understand that when you're providing value at the end of the day. I mean, if I was gonna charge you X amount for training, or for a good tool suite that was going to potentially make you thousands of dollars a month, why wouldn't you take this offer? Of course, it still requires you to put in work and effort. But for me, there's no way I would have had this kind of success without these kind of tools. There's no way I would have had the success in LiveGood without these tools, So I'm all over this, and that's why I'm prepared to put some, live training. I've done, and I've started a live training group. So get on in there. I've, I love LeadsLeap. I've done a whole video training on LeadsLeap. I really love it. All right. And, there's everything about, I mean, I could have made a lot more money by promoting other things like ClickFunnels, or I could have made a lot more money in other platforms like Builderall, or there are so many other platforms like, I don't know, GrooveFunnels, and I tried them. But I probably wouldn't have made a whole lot of money, although they had a compensation plan that you could earn down multiple levels. I probably would not have ended up making so much money, simply because it was all about that compensation plan. And a lot of those platforms, they come and go, but LeadsLeap has always been a popular go-to platform for a lot of marketers, especially in our space. It's been around since 2008, and it just keeps going, and it's about the most good old honest platform that has really what you need, and the focus is on the product rather than some compensation plan that hypes things up in an unnecessary way. So I like that. You haven't got an owner here who's ever going to come to you and encourage you to upgrade. He's never going to come to you and encourage you, and bring out whole new upgrade features, buy this, buy that. You'll never hear from Kenneth about that kind of stuff. I sometimes wish he would, because if Kenneth brought out a new upgrade feature that was more expensive, than, I don't know, brings out some other stuff or whatever, I would be well into that, big time. But you'll never hear that from Kenneth. He's not gonna come and post ads in here and tell you or require you or tell you should upgrade further. He's not going to put in some high ticket offer. He's not going to get you to go down some rabbit hole and get a whole lot of stuff that you don't need, and you're not going to have to buy stuff or lose out any commission, because let's say if you're a free member and somebody you refer to this platform decides to become a pro member, you're still going to get commission. All right. Yes, you're going to get more commission as a pro member, because if you're a pro member, you get what is it, 50%. But I think as a free member, you get what, 25%, something like that. Don't quote me on that, but you'll have to check. But you get less. Of course you should. All right. Fair play. Kenneth's got to make make money somehow. And he's gonna put more value into the pro membership, because that's why there's a whole load of features that make sense to the pro user of why we want to upgrade. I'm a happy and proud pro user, because there are so many great features at the pro level, obviously. So that's why I wanted to upgrade. But you're not going to get a whole lot of ads in here from Kenneth saying, oh, get this or get that, or get the upsell, get the upgrade, get a whole, I don't know, you're not going to get that. It's all about the product. And that's what I love. There's no hype in here, which is unnecessary. It's just pure value. So I wish you all the best of luck with your journey. Get in touch with me. Enjoy LeadsLeap. Get on the links below. Would love to work with you guys, and we'll chat soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.